Let's see. Test this one out, sir. We're online on Facebook, YouTube, and all that. So we're live. And you know, on this, all the message will be there, so you don't have to worry about this. Only the Instagram is really, like you see how it says Parker joined. Now if he says something, it'll just continue rising up.
Okay.
Now you don't have to, unless they put their name, city, and state, they're not accounted for. And now if they do check in just by saying, you know, Yahweh Shem Shabbat Thumb, if their Instagram name doesn't actually say their Hebrew name or their or you know, it doesn't, it seems like an actual official name, then you count them down as, you know, attended class.
Alright, I got you. Alright, for everybody on Instagram, man, make sure you put your name, city, okay, your name and city that you're from in Virginia or whatever city you're from, so we can count you in tonight's class for attendance. The same as for Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. Make sure you put your name, alright, your name, your city. Alright, also if you want to put your Gmail, you can put your Gmail as well. You understand? We get correspondence, you get videos, you get updates for upcoming events, clickouts, things like that. You'll get them sent to your email, let you know what's going on. Alright, let's get it going. Alright, let's get it. Alright, I'm good on that end. Alright, no sweat.
I'm verifying all the pages.
Alright, no sweat the water out. Alright, man, let's get it going. Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yashar Barakatah, Yahweh Shema Tah Bashim Yashar. Priest also 5,000 Taziyah at Isupk Virginia School. Okay, we are Isupk. We started out of 1 West, Harlem, New York, 125th Street. Under Commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. Alright? We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. And tonight's class is the law class. The law class is a very important class. It's give us our morality. It give us our sense of direction. Alright, and it's our protection. If we trust in them, you understand? If we trust inside these laws right here will protect us and keep us out of harm's way. Alright, no sweat. Shalom, Lord in Christ are the one. I see you up here, sir. That's Cat right there. Alright. But yeah, man, so what we got up here? Alright, shalom, what's going on, Jimmy? I see you. Alright, so we're gonna get into it, going to law. Alright. It's more like we can say right now, America, you know, our oppressors, man, they're in the uproar, you know, overtook the Capitol. You know what I'm saying? It was inside the Capitol White House. You understand? Just tearing out everything, blowing fire extinguishers inside the building. You understand? Shooting up in that junk. They was causing havoc. You understand? They had called state troopers and National Guards to come in and try to take back the Capitol. All this right here because Babylon is falling. You understand? Babylon is falling. This Babylon that we know, this Babylon great that we know is falling, man, right before our eyes, man. The government is falling. We're seeing plagues. We're seeing all the things right here is done by the Most High. Okay? And it's time for our people to basically get back into the laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? And get your protection. It's time for our people to wake the hell up and understand that what the brothers of the priests and prophets of the Isupk, what we've been teaching since 1969, these prophecies and these things is going to come to pass. Understand? And our people about to learn how to pick a side quickly. Either you're gonna be with your oppressor, okay? The ones that don't. It's like let me let me put a little sauce on this, man. You understand? Like those people that you see down there marching in to the White House and go inside these buildings right here. Those are your managers at your Kmart's and Walmart's and Wawa's and things like that. Those are your managers at your job. Those are ones who support Trump. Those are ones who, who don't want to see these 4 great years that he had with Trump, where they was able to murder you, where they was able to make you look like nothing. Those years that they don't want to let go. They want them years to continue. That's why they want Trump in. They want Trump in there so they can continue to ridicule you and make you an example on TV by having all these hashtags on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all the other social media sites. That's what they want. They love seeing you being murdered by the police. They love seeing you being gunned down. They love seeing you be Isupk brothers be put inside cages. You understand? They love seeing Native American be filled with plagues like the COVID-19. COVID-19 in the Native American reservations, man, is horrible. You understand? They love putting, taking your land and putting oil pipelines in there, polluting your water. They love doing that. All this right here was happening under the Trump administration. They want to continue to have this going on. They don't want this to stop. And what you see now is our oppressor down there. You understand? Our oppressor down there. Up there in D.C. right now. Of all the managers and your employees, your next door neighbors. If you think you got a next door neighbor that like seeing a black man next to him, you understand? They all up there right now trying to take over the Capitol. You understand? They trying to take over and the government.
Right.
That's what they trying to do. And they trying to make black and Latinos scared and things like that. Don't be scared. It's not time for y'all to be scared. It's a time for y'all to understand and realize that all the riots and all the ways how they conduct business to get results, they taught us how to do them things. They taught us how to fight one another and fight against each other and how to riot and how to burn down cities and how to take over things. We learned that from our oppressor. You understand? That's a prime example of what you see tonight. That's a prime example of what you see on the news. Okay? What we should do, we should fall away from America's culture, fall away from America's standards, fall away from all this lustful things and these sinful things in America, and we shall fall back and come back to the Lord. You understand? In tonight's class, man, we're going to get into the law. That's the only way we'll be able to do it. And we follow these laws, statutes, commandments, man, we'll be able to separate from America. We'll be able to get away from this craziness, man, and get underneath the protection of the Lord. Because if we had the protection of the Lord will protect us, man. The Lord will guide us. The Lord will make sure that no one come against us. And we're going to get into it tonight. We're going to go back into Maccabees, man. Because Maccabees is a great book. And we're going to get into the Maccabees, man. And we're going to get into Maccabees, and we're going to talk about how he, continue Judas. Alright? How he continue the thing that his father was doing. And we're going to get into it tonight. And we're going to talk about it. And, hey, Shalom. What's going on, Rock? That's sister. What's going on, sis? We got sister Nah. Akawa for Nah. What's going on, sis? Alright, sis, I see you up here. We got another sister up here about Newport News. Hey, Shalom, sis, what's going on in class? If you could, let's get into it. Let's go to first Maccabees, man. I'm gonna get back down to Maccabees 2:68. Alright, when you get opportunity. Do you have you had the King James, the Apocrypha head? Oh, no, man. Slack, I got it. You too. Yeah.
First Maccabees chapter 2.
First Maccabees, I want to go to chapter 2, and I want to get down to verse 68. Alright. I'm going to go up in here. And then we're going to go over, and we're going to follow up, keep going to chapter 3, alright? But there will be other things in here as well that I'm going to incorporate, alright? Alright, once again, man, put your name and city. If you new, put your Gmail. You understand? Get your correspondence. We send correspondence out every Monday, right? Or Tuesday?
Monday and Tuesday.
We send correspondence out every Monday and Tuesday. You get live updates, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like not live, but you get current updates on what's going on inside of, the school. Alright? Now we're gonna get into First Maccabees, man, in the Apocrypha 2:68. Alright? To give you a backdrop, man, what's going on? Mattathias, man, was in here battling and protecting his people of Israel. Who is Israel? They're the chosen people of God. They were the black, Hispanic, Native American Indians. Okay? Right. He was in here defending his people against the heathens or the Gentiles, people that was not of Israel. Okay? And what he was doing is he was going against the king at that time with Antiochus. Okay? And this king right here had sent out a decree for Mattathias and his people to make sure that they follow the king's commandments, which was to give up their God, to give up their Sabbath days, to give up their high holy days, and serve the king and serve the king as he was a god. When Mattathias saw this and saw all the atrocities and saw all the wrongdoings, just like today when you see Commander Jenny Hanna, he saw all the wrongdoings was done by the oppressor. He saw all the killings and the mistreatment and the non-health care on blacks. He saw all this right here going on as well. But what happened? They stood up. A man stood up and which was had a zeal for the Lord was Mattathias, and he wanted change. He wanted to go back and serve the Lord, and he wanted his people to be able to serve the Lord. And he took a stance, just like Commander Jenny Yohana did. Alright? Because he loved his people. Well, Mattathias, man, when he did his thing, he served the Lord. But Mattathias, at this point, at the end of the book, after going to battle and fighting for his people, he did what? He was about to die, and when he was about to die, he gave power over to his sons. All right. Now his sons was coming along, and he gave certain ones to have certain responsibility. Okay, in the school, so they can be over the people. All right, and he was going on a list of men that served the Lord and had faith in the Lord and had faith in the laws. And he told his sons to make sure they look at the prime examples that was in their past. And how they say in the church nowadays, or how they say in today's world, well, that's the past. You gotta let the past go. Well, this brother right here told his son, do not forget about the things that was written aforetime. Do not forget about what your forefathers did aforetime. Use them as prime examples of how you need to strive forward. You understand? So that's how he was telling his sons to do. And he gave a whole list of brothers, from Abraham to Isaac to Jacob to David to Samuel to John. To a list of brothers who trust in the Lord and follow God's law, even though it was against that, had adversaries and enemies that came against them, like Daniel. You understand? Even though they had adversaries and foes and enemies that came against them, they always trusted the Lord and never gave up on the Lord. They trusted in God's law. They trusted His ways or His will, and they had a zeal for the Lord, and they stood for the Lord. And when they stood for the Lord, you understand? When they stood for the Lord protected them. They did not get into trouble. They did not have to worry about their foes. They did not have to worry about illness. They did not have to worry about, the COVID-19 or any type of plagues that the Lord put against their enemies. They didn't have to worry about none of that. The only thing you have to worry about is make sure they've been a brother to their brother. Make sure that they love their brother. Make sure that they care for their brother. You understand? The sister and their families. You understand? Make sure that the law and order inside Israel was maintained. You understand? Because when you kept the laws, you have perfect brotherhood and perfect sisterhood.
That's right.
You understand? It was perfect, man. We have our little mix up, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Little quarrels, but who don't in the family? All the family, man. If you in the family, man, it's gonna be a little hiccups here and there, but you have to work them situations out.
That's right.
You understand? And these laws show how you can work them things out in your family. How you can squash beef, and how you can make sure that this doesn't happen and that doesn't happen, to get to the point where you have family quarrels. to the point where families want to distance themselves. And that's what happening to the Black and Hispanic Native American Indian community today. That we have squads, we have issues, we have problems going on in our way because, in fact, we don't talk about them, we don't deal with them, okay? Because we don't know how to deal with the problems because we don't have these laws right here in our community. You understand? When Malachi was telling his sons to look at these examples and make sure that you continue to follow the way I have been showing y'all. All right, but he said something else, man. It's very heavy, man. Go to start at 68 for me, Bubba Kushaw.
Come. First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 68. Recompense fully the heathen.
Salaki, make sure. Go back up for a second. Salaki. Go to 62, man. Salaki. Let's go to 62. First Maccabees 2 and 62. Salaki.
First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 62. Fear not the words of a sinful.
Fear not the words of what?
Fear not, Salaki. Fear not then the words of a sinful man.
Fear not then the words of a sinful man. You understand?
Come.
Like, tonight episode is going on inside Washington, D.C. right now in the state capitol. We should not fear that. Because those men that stormed into the capitol were sinful men. You understand? Those are your oppressors, man. Fear not, man. Keep going out.
Come. For his glory shall be dung and words.
Man, at the end of the day, man, his glory is going to be like unto dung and words.
Right.
Okay? His words, man, ain't going to mean a damn thing. Because when we follow these laws and get ourselves back together, we're going to rule this world.
That's right.
And we're going to rule this world, man. And our people, man, will follow the laws, statutes, commandments. And what we say goes. You understand? So fear not a sinful man. His words going to be like dung and like worms. You understand? Keep going out.
Verse 63. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found.
Yeah, today, man, like I brought out last week, man. Today, man, this sinful man, our oppressor, man, he's been lifted up everywhere. In China, in Africa, in South America, whatever he goes, man, he been lifted up. Okay, everybody wants to be like the white man. You understand? Except for the priest and prophet of the Lord and Isupk.
Right.
Everybody else want to be like just like our oppressor. You understand? When wear the 3-piece suit and tux and everything else. You understand? Want to live in nice neighborhoods and with the dogs and he want all that right there. He want to be able to live like him, have the stock market and they want to live just like him. Because the Chinese people want to live just like the so-called white man or our oppressor. Why I say that? Because they used to walk around with what? With the Chinese outfits. You know what I'm saying? I forget what you call them though, but they come around there with the karate outfits on, with the cow slippers and you know what I'm saying? They walk around with like that with sandals on and stuff like that. That was how that culture was. Right. But as soon as the so our oppressive democracy came into China, man, they went around and forget all that. They wearing 3-piece suits and gaiters and slacks and things like that.
Right.
So now our oppressor, man, has changed the whole outcome how the world is. Right. Because he has went around and destroyed everyone's culture.
Right.
Even the Arabs. That's why the Arabs is over there right now fighting back because they don't want to bow down to his culture.
Right.
You understand? But he's still over there because he's going to make sure they get the 3-piece suits going on over there in Iraq and Iran and Afghanistan, and his diplomacy, and women can have the right as a man and things like that. He want to get all that homosexuality over there. He want to get all that going on. You understand? Every place that the so-called white man has been at, all this as follows. You can see it all in Vietnamese and China and everywhere like that. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. You understand? And he's around here destroying everything. All right, but he's a sinful man. You understand? And his words gonna be like unto dung. You understand? He going up
because he is returned into his dust, and his thought is come to nothing.
Like I said, man, it's gonna be a point in time, man, when he's not going to exist anymore. You understand? And his thought gonna be coming to nothing. You understand? Why they say his thought gonna come to nothing? Because what? All his sayings and all the things that he said you gotta do. You understand? All them thoughts, man, that you thought you had to worry about, they're gonna be absolutely nothing. You understand? But we have to fall in line with the Lord and keep His laws and gain His trust. You understand? Earn His trust. Earn His protection again. Because we have fallen into our hands of our oppressor, and we love Christmas and New Year's, and we want to celebrate birthdays and 4th of July and Valentine's Day. We want to celebrate them things, and we don't want to do what the Lord told us to do. Okay, keep going now.
Got him gone. Verse 64. Wherefore, ye my sons, be valiant, and show yourselves men in the behalf of the law. For by it shall ye obtain glory.
Man, how we gonna attain glory? Is by what now with the law?
Be valiant and show yourselves men in the behalf of the law.
In the behalf of the law, man. That's how we're gonna attain our glory.
That's right.
How we gonna attain our glory, man? By us keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, man.
That's right.
You understand? By us being righteous. By us standing for the Lord. The Lord wants us to stop being weak. You understand? The Lord wants us to stop being weak. The Lord don't want us to be, you know, understand, being cowards. And ISUPK, it's no cowards. You understand? Right. We over here going to fight for the Lord.
That's right.
We're going to give you the truth. We are going to give you sound doctrine.
That's
you understand? Right. Doctrine that's solid. You understand? And that's what we're here to do. We're here to bring this truth out so our people, man, don't live this life like we living anymore, with uncertainty, with no real surety in life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's crazy. You gotta wonder how you gonna get to work, or wonder how you gonna pay bills, or wonder how you can get that infant meal for your son or your daughter, or wonder how your grandmother's gonna get her diabetic medicine or heart medicine. You understand?
Right.
Or wonder how you gonna get groceries in the house. Right. It's a hard pill to swallow, especially when you gotta make a choice. Either you're gonna get food or the lights get cut out. Right. You understand? Either you're gonna get food or go to work. You understand? Like, that's the type of lifestyle we're living right now. Getting paid $6, $7 an hour for minimum wage, not giving you 40 hours so they can't give you full benefits at the job. You understand? Give you only 20 hours of work, but the rent still goes up. You understand? Electric bill still goes up. It does not stay the same. Taxes on your property goes up. And just as they giving us all this stimulus money, just imagine what taxes is going to be like. Taxes are going up. You have to pay this money back somehow. Esau is not going to give us all this free money and don't think we ain't going to pay it back.
Right.
You understand? Food sales tax might be like almost 55 cents, or extra $1 added on. But they're going to get that money back with interest. You understand? That's what we live. But right. To have that lifestyle for us, man, to continue going on, we have the power to be able to change that. You understand? We don't have to have this lifestyle to continue. We can stop it. We can fix it. You understand? And it's simply about us keeping the law. Right. So we can obtain our glory. Right. You understand? That's how it is, man. You understand? Keep going up.
Verse 65. And behold, I know that your brother Simon is a man of counsel.
And this is the characteristic that Malachi saw in his sons. Okay? Just like with Jacob, you know what I'm saying, when he was on his deathbed, he saw his sons, you know what I'm saying, characteristics about his sons. You can go into the Genesis, the 49th chapter. When Jacob was on his deathbed, he saw his son's characteristics. And he told his son's characteristics to them, what it would be like. You understand? This is the same thing with Matthias, man. He in deathbed. He told his son, what's his name? It's like
Judas Maccabeus or Simon?
Simon. So like, he told Simon that he was a man of counsel.
Right.
Who was a man of counsel in the UPK? That's so like, go ahead.
So like, should that be Gentleman Hyman? Gentleman
Hyman, man. Gentleman Hyman gives excellent counsel. You understand? That's his. That man. That's like it. I don't want man. Yeah, Alawak, man. He be on point. He give wise counsel to your situation. Okay. Just like, and all the other captains is there too as well. You know what I'm saying? Give brothers and sisters wise counsel. Okay. That's what you get right here in UPK. Wise counsel. And how you get wise is by you keeping the laws, statutes, commandments.
Right.
You understand? That's how you get wise. That's how you get wise. You understand? That was Simon wanted. That's how Solomon wanted. Solomon wanted to be wise.
Right.
Solomon understood about his wisdom. He wanted to know was why.
Right.
And by knowing, going through and keeping the laws, statutes, commandments, they're gonna teach you why and why not. You understand? They're gonna make you wise in different areas. Okay, keep going up.
Come.
Give ear unto him always. He shall be a father unto you.
Right. So, just like Gentleman Hyman, just like Jenny Yohana, just like Gentleman Hyman, just like Jenny Mayak,
right.
Jenny Hazian.
Right.
You understand? These generals are here are like fathers to brothers and sisters inside UPK.
That's right.
These are men that keep these laws, statutes, commandments. You know what I'm saying? And General Kathum and General Kabbalah.
That's right.
They are generals. They are like fathers to us, man.
That's right.
You understand? Because they keep laws, statutes, commandments. You can go to any one of them generals, man. General Sharmar, Salaki. Go to these generals, man. And you go do what? You can go talk to these generals, man. And these generals are like fathers to us. Men are wise. Men that have wisdom. Men that give you counsel.
That's right.
You understand? They're like fathers, man. You should listen to these generals, man.
That's right.
The general is here to steer us in the right direction.
That's right.
You understand? And these generals here has given wisdom to captains now that are captains.
Right.
And these captains are giving the wisdom down to the officers. And officers of 5,000. And officers of 5,000 is passing it down to officers of 1,000. And it keep going down and down and down. But understand, man, that this wisdom right here is molding us to be perfect in God's eyes, in the Most High's eyes.
That's right.
You understand? This is how you get all the dumb mistakes and all the not so good choices out of Israel. And by you getting this wise counsel. You understand? And then you get it by keeping God's law. Keep you in order. Alright? Keep going up.
Verse 68. It's like verse 66. As for Judas Maccabeus, he has been mighty and strong, even from his youth up. Let him be your captain.
Let him be your what?
Be your captain.
Let him be your what?
Be your captain.
And this is for all them Israelites, them fake Israelite groups out there, man, that said that, why y'all got captains? Why you got officers? Where that ain't in the Bible? Well, it's right here. He said, he told Judas was mighty when he was coming up. He said, let him be your captain.
Right.
You understand? He knew he had a man, his son was a man that was able to take charge.
That's right.
You understand? To be that man, to be that brother that's able to get it done.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead,
Slicer, if I could, if it wasn't for, it's crazy how these fake Israelites truly believe that there was like, why do we have captains and officers and troopers and generals? If it wasn't for generals and captains and officers in Israel, we would have never gotten Israel.
Right. You're absolutely right.
Literally, having generals, captains, and officers is what makes Israel, Israel.
Right.
So it's like, it's crazy. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Right.
Like,
and by you keeping these captains here, man, it's keeping order.
That's right.
You understand? It's just keeping order. It is keeping a man who knows the ropes, or who has the maturity, or can hold on to the responsibility to keep everything in order.
Right.
And Judas was that man who was able to do so.
Right. Right.
He was able to make sure that he get the job done, and he was gonna stay in line. Okay, he have a mighty zeal for the Lord. If you have a zeal for the Lord, you keeping these laws, statutes, commandments. You trust in the Lord.
Right.
You understand? You believe everything the Lord said is sound or is solid. You understand? What General Muhammad say all the time, it's solid.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So you can stand behind it.
That's right.
You understand? Keep going up.
Let him be your captain and fight the battle of the people.
And fight the battle of the people, man. Let him go out there, man, and protect the people.
That's right.
Let him be that strong leader that's in front of the people and people see. Let people, get a feel for him. Let the people see that he's here for y'all protection. You understand? Just like we see General Muhammad or Jenny Yohana out there, or we see any generals or any captain like Captain Mashak or Captain Tazaria, we see them, man. They out there battling on the streets, man. He out there protecting Israel. They showing Israel, the people who not even in the truth, but they showing that, hey, man, this is a true leader. This man is sticking up and standing up for Black, Hispanics, and Native American English. You understand? You got it.
Hold on.
Okay, keep going now.
Verse 67. Take also unto you all those that observe the law.
Take also unto you what?
Those that observe the law.
To forsake the law.
Observe the law.
To keep Christmas.
Observe the law.
To keep New Year's.
Observe the law.
What about Valentine's Day?
Observe the law.
Right, man. It said, take also unto you those that observe the law. That's why we tell every brother and sisters, man, look, man, get in class. Right. Get in class, man. Understand your culture. Understand your heritage. Understand, your lifestyle. The American lifestyle is not your culture. It's not your heritage. That's not a lifestyle you need in your life. You need a lifestyle that is according to God's law.
That's right.
Following what He told us to eat. Following what He told us to celebrate. Right. You understand?
Right.
Those laws right there. How to treat your brother. How to treat your sisters. Right. Not to do drugs. You understand? Sisters not to be whores. Right. You understand? Brothers not to be drug dealers.
Right.
You understand? Or whoremonger.
Right.
Not having sex with whores. You understand?
Right.
Those things, right? That's the lifestyle our brothers and sisters need. Okay? Because what you see inside DC is a lifestyle of a sinful man. Right. You understand? Right. What you see right there is a lifestyle of your oppressor, man. That's that evil bastard right there, man. He has taught us so many evil, wicked things that go against the Most High. You understand? All the way down from homosexuality to eating shrimp, crab, and lobster, to kill your brother, the sisters aborting their babies. What do you tell the sisters? What do you tell you at Planned Parenthood? You can't continue life. You can't continue your goals and your dreams with a child beside. You know what I'm saying? This baby right here doesn't have a choice. This baby not even alive. He lied to you and get you to abort your babies, and we got genocide at an alarming rate with black babies and Hispanic babies. You understand? This is a sinful man. You understand? This is a sinful man. Alright? But we gotta have to go back to God's laws. Keep going up.
And avenge ye the wrong of your people.
And avenge ye the what?
The wrong of your people.
Like, we ain't telling nobody to go out there and shoot the white man. We ain't telling you none of that. Alright? How we gonna go avenge our people for our people, man? It's by turning away from America.
That's right.
It's about us keeping God's law. It's about us separating from America. Not holding that culture. Okay? Coming back to God, showing that we care for Him and owning Him and love Him and owning Him, and letting go of all these different types of philosophy and the different type of gods. Not having dreadlocks in your head. You understand? Not having a lust for a man with a man or a woman with a woman. Right. Not eating shrimp, crab, and lobster. You understand? Not aborting your babies. But we have to show the Lord that we here for the Lord. We able to change.
That's right.
And we stand for the Lord. Just like these brothers did right here. They stood for the Lord.
That's right.
They made a change. They made a choice.
Right.
You understand? And when are our people going to get tired of going through what they're going through? When are our people going to get tired of all the suffering, man? Okay? We haven't even got to that. The Lord must have to do more or something. You understand? To get our people to be tired of the situation that they're in. You understand? I guess they're not tired because they're getting $600 stimulus checks.
Right.
You understand? That's what they feel like they didn't get money. Like it can really, cause them to, stop the killing of brothers and mistreatments of brothers. Like that brother was in Limhaven Mall. Did you brought out Urash?
Right.
About that brother at the Limhaven Mall.
Right.
Up there with his family, inside his family, and then all of a sudden he just get arrested, suspicious of a crime. That brother would have acted out in front of his kids, man. You don't know how they may turn out. He might have shot that brother right inside Limhaven Mall.
Right.
You understand? In front of his kids, and all the black men did. Because of a misidentity, because his brother looked like another brother. They don't do that to the oppressor. Doesn't do that to the white man. You know what I'm saying? Like whites don't do that to whites. White police officers don't do it to a white man. You don't sit around here and say, "Oh, you look just alike." You're not gonna dare to try to put handcuffs on a so-called white man. They gonna ask him questions. Hey, how you doing, Blake? Hey, yeah, I'm doing all right. They gonna ask him questions, and you're not being obtained today. We just want to ask you questions, sir. But as soon as a black male get arrested, so it's like as soon as the black male gets suspicious,
right?
That we gotta obtain you, we gotta put you in these handcuffs here. Like they always treat us like we are nothing, man. You understand? But
right.
we can all be dealing with something totally different. We can all be dealing with a totally different lifestyle, and we just fight for the Lord. You understand? We have to do that. Keep going now.
Come on, God, sir. Verse 68.
Mm-hmm.
Recompense fully the heathen, and take heed to the commandments of the law.
Recompense fully of the heathens, and take heed to the commandments of the law.
Right.
We gotta take heed to the commandments of the law, man. You understand? That's what we need to do. We gotta take heed to the commandments of the law. We gotta stay away. We gotta stay away from this lust. Okay? We gotta take heed to the law. Alright? And how we gonna do our recompense, man, of the heathens, man? How we gonna do that? How we gonna do that, man? How we gonna take the recompense of the law? From the heathens. Good.
By taking heed to the commandments of God's law.
Simple.
That's right.
Okay. We do it every week.
That's right.
We do it every week.
That's right.
We give you the information every weekend throughout the whole entire week. We get this information out to brothers and sisters, telling them you gotta keep God's law, giving you something you can stand on, something sound.
That's
you
right.
understand? That's what we trying to do, man. Okay. Let's go to stop that, man. Let's go to Titus, man.
Go.
It's like, let's go to Exodus 23 and 20.
Exodus chapter 23, verse 20.
Mm-hmm. You understand? Once again, man, you up here, man, inside the classroom, man, make sure you put your name in the chat, okay? Email, city that you from. Alright, you can get this class, okay? Alright. Now we're gonna get recompense on the heathen, right? We take heed to the law, right? But keep going. Read this right here out.
Exodus chapter 23, verse 20. Behold, I send an angel before thee.
No, go back up 2 verses, man. It's 16.
Exodus 23, verse 16.
Oh, no, I mean 20. It's like
Exodus chapter 20.
Mm-hmm.
It's like verse.
No, Exodus 23 and 20. It's like 18. I'm sorry.
Okay, so like Exodus chapter 23, verse 18. Thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice.
No, it's like drop. It's like drop down for a second.
Cut on cursor.
Hold on 1 second. This is the Bible right here, right?
Cut on cursor.
Hold on 1 second. But yeah, man, this is on and popping, man. Try to get in class, man. Let's see. 23 and 20. Right, that's right. That's 23 and 20. So like, go ahead, dog.
Come. Exodus chapter 23, verse 20. Behold, I send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared.
Like the Lord, man, we kept these laws, statutes, commandments, man. The Lord was going to give us protection, man. To have true recompense over our heathens, man. We had to keep God's law, and we always had protection. We always had angels who watch over us, man. You know what I'm saying? We had angels that watch over us to protect us, and then we had angels that when we disobey the Lord, the angels destroyed us.
Right.
They sent plagues on us. They do all them things, man.
That's right.
You understand? Keep going. Read this.
Verse 21.
Read 21. Come.
Verse 21. Beware of him.
It said, beware of him. This is the Most High, man, speaking.
That's
he
right.
told Moses, man, beware of him. You know what I'm saying? Beware of him.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Just how you beware of something, man. Take caution.
That's right.
Be cautious. You understand? Keep going.
Come. It's like it. And obey his voice.
And obey his voice. Now do exactly what he tell y'all to do. You understand? Keep going.
Come. And do. It's like it. Yeah. It's like it. And obey his voice.
Mm-hmm.
Provoke him not.
So like you said. It's like beware of him. Right. And obey his voice. All right. Keep going. Provoke him not. Go ahead.
Come. For he will not pardon your transgressions.
What do you think that means?
So like you, sir.
Go ahead.
As in he's not going to punish you for what you do for what you do wrong, which is against the law.
Right.
Come.
He's not gonna sit around here and sit around here and basically like take no mess.
Right. Come.
He got a job. Like this angel here has a job to do. And his job and his orders was given by the Most High.
Right.
And that's why the Lord is telling Moses, take heed to his voice, man.
Right.
Beware, be cautious. You understand? Y'all gotta listen to what he's telling y'all to do.
Right.
You understand? Because he's not gonna be forgiving of no transgression or sins. And he gonna tell you reason why. Keep going out.
Come. For he will not pardon your transgressions.
Mm-hmm.
For my name is in him.
For what?
For my name is in him.
Because he's here for me.
That's right.
He's here for me.
That's right.
The Most High telling Moses, he's here for me.
That's right.
He's doing what I told him to do.
That's right.
Obviously, the Lord was not playing around.
That's right.
You understand? And what our people gotta realize, the Lord's not playing around with us. You understand? If we don't keep God's law. What we understand is, if we want recompense, man, of the heathens, man, punishment, we have to do exactly what the Lord say do. You understand?
Right.
And the angels right here, them angels are going to be watching over us, man. Them angels are going to be taking order from the Lord. Like, yo, you see them brothers and sisters down there?
That's right.
They getting their act together.
That's right.
I have to prepare and make sure I seen y'all down there, man. to protect them brothers and sisters, man.
That's right.
You understand? I'm gonna have to send them angels down there to protect these brothers and sisters because they showing that they are earning my protection again. They are showing that the Lord is dealing with us. They're showing that they want to deal with me again.
That's right.
They're showing they see my hand reaching out to them, and now they want to take my hand,
That's right.
so I can pull them up and put them in their rightful spot.
That's right.
You understand? And these brothers in Maccabees time, they knew this. They understood it. You understand? Keep going out.
Come. Verse 22. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice, and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy.
You build what?
Then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies.
The Lord said, man, you listen to, because he stands for me.
Right.
If you do what I tell you to do, what he told, so like when you do what the angel tell you to do, then I will be an enemy upon your enemy.
That's right.
You understand? Our people don't understand this right here. Our people don't understand. If we keep God's laws and we do exactly what he told us to do, then the Lord will be an enemy to our enemy. You understand? We wouldn't have worry about have to fight constantly against, you know what I'm saying, for justice. We don't have to worry about marching the Capitol Hill, marching down to DC. Hell, you can't do it now anyway, because deep down there, your oppressors down there showing how they really feel about you. But understand, man, those are your managers. Those are your colleagues at your slavery. Okay, or at your job. We say slavery in UPK, but at your job, so you won't be politically correct with y'all. Christians, y'all watching. You understand? Those are the ones who laugh in your face. Those are the ones that are the last fire, but the first are higher. You understand? Those are the ones who get the best pension plan, the medical plans, and those are the ones that get them 2 months vacation, paid leave, and those are the ones who want to do 8-hour work, but they get paid for like, it's like they do 8-hour work and get paid like what, $300 a day, while you do 8 hours work and you get paid $100 a day.
Right.
You understand? Those are the ones who don't give a damn about you, but they come back to work. They come back to work, laughing in your face. Oh, hey, what's going on? You see the game? But those are the ones down there right now marching. Those are your enemies, man.
Right.
And we come back and deal with the Lord. The Lord said, man, I will be an enemy upon your enemy.
Right.
You understand? And the brothers in Maccabees understood this as well. Right. They knew that they had to fight for the Lord, and the Lord was going to be with them. They was going to have protection from the Lord once again. And you can count that. That was sound doctrine. You understand? And Jeremy Hunter been saying this since 1969, man. And Isupk, we've been saying this, man, that, hey, man, get into the truth, get into this body, man. Get into this heritage, man. Get into your heritage, get into your culture, man. Come back to the Lord. Do these laws, statutes, commandments, man. This has been repeated over and over again. The time is coming when we're gonna have to, we're gonna have to basically pick a side, man. It's no longer that we can string along and not pick a side. It's no way we can go along and continue to stay in this craziness, man, this madness, because to see this going on right now is ridiculous, man.
Right.
To see this right here going on right now, man, it's ridiculous. Like, we gotta realize that our president, man, is fighting because and going inside Capitol Hill is because they want you to continue to get low minimum wage. They don't want you to have no stimulus money. They want you to go back to work. You understand? You'll be amazed about how many devils, like Esau, or our oppressors, how they really feel. When you go to the job site, they talk about, man, how many people, they say it's like code language, right? But you can read between the lines. How they say, Yarash, man, I'm tired of all these people getting this extra money and not doing anything.
Right.
In their minds, they think the people that are not doing anything is you black people and you Hispanic people. Y'all not doing anything. Y'all sitting at home collecting the check. That's what they think.
Right.
They not when they say that, they're not talking about their own people. They're talking about black and Hispanics.
Right.
They think that we just collect welfare checks and we don't do a damn thing. Well, actually, we the ones who doing all the essential jobs that whites don't want to do.
Right.
You understand? Like, they don't want to go and clean the toilets.
Right.
Like, I see nothing but Hispanics and blacks. That's an essential job. To make sure that the public bathrooms stay clean, wiping the door handles. They don't want to do them jobs. They don't want to continue to pick up the garbage. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do landscaping. They don't want to go and wash the windows. They don't want to do none of that stuff. Clean out cars and stuff.
Right.
They don't want to be like all the nurses. So like all the people who clean the hospitals are blacks.
Right.
All the people that was on the deathbeds in the COVID-19, it's blacks and Hispanics is going in and cleaning up them rooms. It's not whites. You understand?
Right.
They don't want to go and touch that stuff because they don't want to bring home the COVID-19 to their families.
Right.
You understand? We out here doing all the essential jobs, man. While the people who calling all the shots, or who's down there in Washington D.C. right now, you know what I'm saying, storming the White House, while they making millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars at their home calling shots. That's what they doing. They don't want to pay you that money. You understand?
Right.
Keep going up.
Common concept. Verse 20. Somebody cross my face for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And Salakia, Exodus chapter 23, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies, and an adversary unto thine adversaries.
Man, like the Lord said, man, you get down with my program and keep these laws, statutes, commandments, then you know I'll be an adversary to your adversary, an enemy to your enemy. I'll be your protection. I'll be that enforcer, man. You understand? Well, Matthias knew that. You understand? They were small in numbers. And they had to go against thousands, man. Numbers greater than theirs, man. You understand? They had to go against them. But they understood that long they did what the Lord said do, they know that the Lord would be their protection. The Lord was going to watch out for them. The Lord was going to be an enemy to their enemies. The Lord was going to be an adversary to their adversary. You understand?
Right.
And they knew this. They understood it.
That's right.
Let me see. Is there any more on that up?
Allah, sir.
Alright, no sweat, man. I'm going to drop that right there, man. There's other times, too, as well, that's in the Bible, that show, you know, the Lord using an angel, man, to pretty much destroy, you know what I'm saying, Israel for disobeying. And not just because it was just a whole nation, but just over one people. You understand? You can go to like 2 Samuel 2:24. David disobeyed the Lord. And when he disobeyed the Lord sent down an angel, you know what I'm saying, to destroy the people. You know what I'm saying? To kill people, man. But he disobeyed God's order, told him not to count the people. Okay? Disobeying the Lord will cause his people to die. Disobeying the Lord, you are putting yourself in harm's way. You understand? Right. And this is all doctrine, man. That's, you know, sound doctrine that's been taught to us from the beginning. These are things that are written aforetime. Those are Matthias told his son to not to forget.
Right.
Because if you forgot what happened, you understand that he understood that we would be destroyed. We were going to be destroyed from we were going to be destroyed by our enemies.
That's right.
And he understood that. You understand? They understood it. Alright, keep going on. Back to Maccabees, Slack.
Come on, sir.
I think it's 2 and 68. No, 69. So like, First Maccabees 2 and 69.
Got one constant. First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 69.
Mm-hmm.
So he blessed them
Mm-hmm.
and was gathered to his fathers.
Mm-hmm. So he blessed them, man. You know what I'm saying? He said what he had to say to him, man.
Right.
And, you know, he blessed them, man. The Lord be with y'all. You understand?
That's right.
He blessed them. Keep going up.
Come. Verse 70. And he died in the 146th year.
Mm-hmm.
And his sons buried him
Mm-hmm.
in the sepulchres. Slaki. In the is it sepulchres?
Sepulchres.
Sepulchres?
Mm-hmm.
In the sepulchres of his fathers at Modin.
So basically, man, it was an area where basically brothers got like a plot. I would say like a burial plot today, a piece of land. But this is like a cave. Like they put the brothers in, like a cave that was special for a family went in, like a tomb,
Right.
almost.
Catacombs,
right?
Catacombs.
But it was a spot where he was buried amongst his other family members and other relatives. You understand? Keep going up.
And all Israel made great lamentation for him.
And all Israel made great lamentation. What is lamentation? Anybody know what it is? Good.
Like sadness.
Sadness and grief. It was cry, man. You understand?
Right,
they lost a great warrior that day. They lost somebody that stood up for them, who protected them. You understand? That's Commander J. Yohana.
That's right.
Commander J. Yohana, man, stands up for black people. He stands up for the weak. Okay?
Right.
He stands up for brothers and sisters that not able to speak for themselves. That's what Commander J. Yohana does. He builds up brothers and sisters, man, to be strong. And that's what happens, man. Our people are so weak right now. Slaki, go ahead.
It's like a sepulcher.
Sepulcher.
Yes, sepulcher of his father. It's like you said, a great plot.
Right.
Come.
It's like a great plot. You know what I'm saying? So his father's so our people basically, man, had seen a great man die. Someone that was a strong figure. You know what I'm saying? So Mattathias knew that his son Judas could be that next man that take the spot to go forth and continue to lead the people and fight the battle.
Right.
You understand? And you know that Simeon was able to give him great counsel about how to go and do certain things. You understand? And be wise about how they handle situations. But keep going to chapter 3, y'all.
First Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then his son Judas, called Maccabeus, rose up in his stead. Verse 2. And all his brethren helped him, and so did all they that held with his father, and they fought with cheerfulness.
They fought how?
With cheerfulness.
Man, they was happy. Like, you go in here, man, don't be dreadful, man. Don't be dreadful about being in the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm so sad. Be happy, man. Be happy when you out here battling, man. Fighting. Know that, the Lord see you are there putting in your effort to fight for him. Don't think that this is all in vain and pointless, man. Don't think that, man. Think that, don't put in your mind like, the Lord, don't love me, and, why he put me through this, man. Be happy, man.
Right.
You understand? This is a part of the process. This is him strengthening you. This is how he gets you where you need to get to. You know what I'm saying? If you can go through this, man, you be able to go through anything. You understand? Or you can just always go back. You can always go back and live that Christian life. You can always go back and be, the neighborhood whore or the brother who, always up here stealing from, someone and, get put in harm's way and the Lord can just put you to death. You can always do that. Well, the Lord will see you having more honor by you fighting for Him, trusting in Him. You understand?
Right.
Keep going up.
Come. Fought with cheerfulness the battle of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3. So he got his people great honor and put on a breastplate as a giant and girt his warlike harness about him.
Mm-hmm.
And he made battles, protecting the host with his sword.
Man, he going to war. He's going to war. He's protecting himself, man. He getting his garment on. You know what I'm saying? His warlike apparel, and he's preparing himself, man, to go to battle to protect his people. You understand?
Right.
Just like Commander Jenny Hano or General Hyman or any other brothers you see out here in the UPK. You understand? We go out there every Saturday, man. We have our garments on, warlike apparel. We ain't gonna be cardinal with it. We're not going out there and trying to kill no one. But our sword would be this Bible right here. And we going out there and we bringing out this truth. You understand? We going out there and we telling brothers and sisters like, yo, the Lord want His people to wake up. The Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians. He want His people to stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobsters. Okay? We not out here bringing guns and swords and all this right here. Nah, man. We out here doing. We not caught. This is a spiritual warfare. We got to fight against homosexuality laws, new laws, telling them why it's wrong. The Lord don't see fit that a man should lay down with another man or a woman should lay down with another woman. That homosexuality is wrong in God's eye. Eating shrimp, crabs, or lobsters is wrong. You understand?
Right.
We have to battle like that. You know what I'm saying? In the corner to fight for our people.
Right.
You understand? Keep going up.
Come. Verse 4. In his acts, he was like a lion, and like a lion's whelp, roaring for his prey.
Man, yo, he was fierce. Nah, you see National Geographic, man, how the lions be after their prey. Ferocious, man. You understand? Not scared, man. It's going after their prey, man. You understand? Going in for the kill. Well, Judas was like that. Judas was ready for war. Anything that stood in his way, you know what I'm saying, and that went against his people or came against his people, man, he was ready to go. You understand? How the young crowd say that? Oh, he ready to go. You know y'all say that nowadays? I'm just saying I'm trying to be hip. It's a lion. You know what I'm saying? That man ready to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But this brother right here, man, he was young too. You know what I'm saying? He was ready to do his thing, man. Keep going up.
Verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
For he pursued the wicked.
He did what?
For he pursued the wicked.
For he pursued the wicked, man. He pursued the wicked. Anybody that came against his people, man, it was wicked, man. He pursued them, man. You understand? You gotta understand, like, the king was still sending people against Israel. They were still sending people against, you know what I'm saying, the chosen people of God, man. Because they would not stand with his commandments. They would not stand with his order. Okay?
Right.
So they had to battle, man. So, like, keep going up.
Come. And sought them out.
And sought them out, man. Like, you know, they had to make battle, you know what I'm saying, plans. They had scouts to go out there and check and see where the enemy lied and bring back reports and things like that. It was very strategic how he moved about. You know what I'm saying? To find out where it was at, so they wouldn't get ambushed, and for their enemies wouldn't come behind them and slaughter the young and the old.
Right.
He made strategic plans, man, and he sought them out to make sure they protected their people. Keep going up.
Come. And burnt up those that vexed his people.
Good night. And burnt up those who vexed his people, man. People who made people, you know what I'm saying, feel a certain way. You understand, about a brother or sister. He stood for the Lord, man. He wasn't going to come around here and change the dynamic or to change the atmosphere that his dad had set up. He made sure he continued that atmosphere. He continued to basically be the same as his father. To keep God's law, maintain God's law, And anybody who went against God's law, man, they had to be put to death.
Right.
You understand? Keep going, man. We ain't doing it now in UPK. But this is what this brother did, man. Cause they wanted to make a stance that they was not going to serve another God. They was not going to serve another people. They was not going to serve, you know what I'm saying, other idols or celebrate different holidays that went against the Lord. They wasn't going to do that. They took a stance.
That's right.
You understand? Keep going.
Come. Verse 6. Wherefore the wicked shrunk for fear of him.
Man, the wicked shrunk for fear of him, man. Like this man had like a name. He had a name, man, that went about throughout the land. Like, yo, bro, like Judas ain't no joke. Like, this brother from Israel, man, he ain't no joke, man. He's a fierce man.
Right.
You understand? People was feared. They was scared of him. They was scared of him because he did such, such a wonderful job getting rid of the wicked. Brothers got scared of him. You know what I'm saying? It's like enemies got scared of him. Heathens. Okay? Keep going up.
Right. And all the workers of iniquity were troubled.
All the workers of what?
Of iniquity were troubled.
Even the ones inside of Israel committing sin as well.
Right.
You understand? Even those brothers and sisters as well that was not doing what they supposed to be doing, they feared him too.
Right.
It caused them to, they had to get that act together.
Right.
Cause he found out that with for them doing something evil. You understand? He was ready to put them to death as well. Either they had to stay there or they fled and went somewhere else. Right. They couldn't stay there. They were scared. Keep going up.
Come. Because salvation prospered in his hand.
Because salvation what?
Prospered in his hand.
Like salvation prospered in his hand, man.
That's right.
Like, you want to be saved, man, you better stick with him. You understand? If not, then, man, shalom. You understand? Like salvation was in his hand. If you just tuning in, man, we in First Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 7. It's like, is it 7?
On
about to go to 6. Well, we're in 6. First Maccabees 2 and 6. All right. You just join the chat, man. Make sure you put your name and city that you from. You can put your email as well. You understand? You get some correspondence. You get some videos. You get some updates. What's going on in UPK? All right. Keep going up.
Come. Verse 8. No, it's like it. Verse 7. He grieved also many kings, and made Jacob glad with his acts. And his memorial is blessed forever.
Man, he grieved also many kings. Like, it was kings around about, you know what I'm saying? It was one that ruled, you know what I'm saying, the whole world, right?
Right.
Antiochus. But it was other parliaments or other embassies, or what do you even put it? Almost like United Nations, like you said earlier, right?
Right.
There was still people who was over their people, but they followed what Antiochus put down, or what he was put in order. Okay, but the other kings also grieved when they heard about his name and what he has done. They also grieved as well. Keep going up.
Come. Verse 8. Moreover, he went through the cities of Judah, destroying the ungodly out of them.
Man, moreover, he went through the city of Judah, destroying the ungodly out of them. Like, the city was overthrown. We read back.
Right.
It was men that was strangers, people that was not supposed to be there.
Right.
And he went back and was trying to regain the city, regain Judah, regain the area that he grew up in, his family grew up in, the children of Israel grew up in, and he wanted to get the ungodly men out of there. Understand? Keep going up.
Come on, sir.
Destroying the ungodly out of them, and turning away wrath from Israel.
Man, how did wrath come in the first place? By our people, what? Following other gods.
That's right.
Following other philosophies. Following other nations of people. That's why the wrath of God is on our people today. Because we don't follow God's laws. We follow our oppressor way of being. We follow after their motto. You understand? That's why we riot and burn down cities, because we follow what they doing. That's exactly what they doing in DC right now. What they doing in DC right now is exactly what they've been teaching us since forever. We've just been over here.
Right.
Like, how about the Boston Tea Party? You understand?
Right.
The Rosewood, Tulsa, Oklahoma. When our oppressors get mad, they go burn down cities. They go take hostages. They kill people. They murder people. They hang people.
That's right.
You understand? And what's going on in DC right now is ungodly men, sinful men. You understand? That goes into the city and try to keep the riot and keep and cause all this uproar and commotion, man. You understand? And guess what? They teaching us how to do that. You know what I'm saying? And black people, don't be simple, man. Don't be so simple, man, that you go in there and try to do the same thing what your oppressor is doing inside D.C. Now, you go up in there and do the same thing what your oppressor doing in D.C., they are going to make a prime example out of you. They're going to make you, what do you call it, a highlight reel. You understand?
Right.
They're going to make a highlight reel out of you. Okay? You got to understand that you are on a different playing ground than the so-called oppressor. Like, with the white man going to the White House, man, they are going to, what we said earlier, like, they're going to escort them out and, you know, put them in the paddy wagon, give them maybe some, what y'all say, Hardee's or Burger King, like Dylan Roof, you understand? Or you might give them some Chick-fil-A. But black people, man, they're going to give you a mouthful of concrete or a mouthful of that nightstick that he had. You understand? They're going to make you a prime example, man.
Right.
And they're going to put it on the highlight reel. And then all of a sudden, Black Lives Matter think they can go straight up there to Capitol Hill, march again. And when our black people, when our simple behind go up there and try to march and try to take over Capitol Hill like that, we are going to be gunned down. You understand?
Right.
We are going to be gunned down. Do not follow this motto that your oppressor has set today by going up there to D.C. and try to take over Capitol Hill.
Right. You're
on a different playing field. You are not the same as your oppressor. Okay? You're not.
Right.
Keep going up.
Come on.
Verse 9. So that he was reowned, renowned unto the utmost part of the earth. And he received unto him such as were ready to perish.
Man. Like his name went out throughout the whole entire world. To the higher ups. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It reached to the higher up, man. It got to it didn't stop right here. It's almost like, you know, if you like commit a crime and you at a local area first, and then all of a sudden, man, you know, you get so good at it they can't catch you. You understand? Then all of a sudden it goes up higher to change. It go to, you know, like the FBI, or then after the FBI they go to like slugging. Let's just take it back. Go to the police first, right? Then they go to the DA. You know what I'm saying? Then they go to like ATF, and then it goes up. You know what I'm saying? Up the chain ladder. Well, his name went up for all the things that he's done and what he was doing. Like they were saying some things about him, man. They caught the attention of to the higher ups, but they knew that he could be a potential problem.
Right.
Okay. If any nation that's dominant over all the other people, right, and they have one nation that goes against them, but they can't never defeat them.
Right.
That means that nation that's over top of them is weak, or is can be overthrown. And what he saw is they didn't want the other nations to join Israel or wanted them to be like Israel and cause an uproar again. What he had to face and fight all the nations. Right. You know what I'm saying? The Grecians.
Right.
You understand? Keep going up.
Come. Verse 10. Then Apollonius gathered the Gentiles together in a great host out of Samaria to fight against Israel.
Right. So these are other people who had armies from other nations, and they was all trying to come against Israel and fight. Everyone wanted to make a name. You know what I'm saying? The one that took down the, you know what I'm saying, the big bad Judas. You know what I'm saying? The one who gave everybody a problem, issue. Everybody wanted to come. It's almost like you wanted to take down the bully in your school. You understand? To make a name for themselves. Well, these generals or with these other people or other armies or other nations, man, want to make a name for themselves. You know what I'm saying? To get in good graces with the king. Okay? Keep going.
Verse 11. When Judas perceived, he went forth to meet him. And so he smote him and slew him. Many also fell down slain, but the rest fled.
It was a battle, man. And he went in and took care of this wannabe. Somebody that wanted to come against him. He took care of him with no problem, no issues. And the ones, some of them just fled and got away. You know what I'm saying? It was no contest. You understand? Right. It was no contest against Judas. So the Lord was with this brother. Keep going on.
Come. Verse 12. Wherefore Judas took their spoils, and Apollonius' sword also, and therewith he fought all his life long.
He fought. Keep going up.
Verse 13. Now when Sarai, a prince of the army of Syria, heard say that Judas had gathered unto him a multitude in company of the faithful to go out with him to war.
Right. So he's building an army. As time goes on, his army's getting bigger and bigger. They come from brothers and sisters, man, who was caught up with other nations being over them. And Judas is basically going around to city by city or land by land, freeing them from their oppressor. And that company is coming and joining with them. And they heard that the multitude is gathering bigger and bigger. And we read back in Maccabees earlier how the people fled from their homeland and they went to the wilderness and to basically to celebrate, you know what I'm saying, their culture, to fight for the Lord. Understand? But as time went on, they, you know what I'm saying, start joining one another. Understand? The faithful, and he started to grow. Keep going now.
Come. Verse 14. He said, I will get me a name and honor in the kingdom.
So there's another one, enemy that came against Judas. He said, I'm gonna get me a name. You know what I'm saying? He wanna show his worthiness. He said, I'm gonna get me a name. And his target to take down was Judas. Keep going up.
Come. For I will fight with Judas and them that are with him, who despise the king's commandments.
Who despise the king's commandments. Like, it ain't talking about, you know, the Most High commandment. He's talking about Antiochus. Like, he said, man, you despise what the king put down. I'm going to fight against him and all the ones who join him, and I'm going to try my best to kill him. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to make a name for myself. Ain't no difference with what brothers doing today.
Right.
You understand? Trying to stunt and everything else. Or sisters, they said today, I'm going to make a name for myself. You want to be popular.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to be known in history about something. That's what he said. We want to make a name. You want to be known forever.
Right.
The man that brought down Judas, or you know, the man. Just like when George Foreman beat Frazier. You understand? It was like the sound of the commentator said what? Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Right.
Like that's like forever known. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But people remember those moments when he was trying to relive this moment right here and take down Judas.
Right.
Keep going up.
Verse 15. So he made him ready to go up, and there went with him a mighty host of the ungodly to help him.
Of the ungodly. People who not of the Lord, keeping his commandment. You know what I'm saying? People that's heathens, Gentiles, other races of people, man. You understand? They were the ungodly. Those are people who the Lord said it was ungodly.
Right.
I mean, they didn't keep God's law. They didn't keep the Feast of Tabernacle, Feast of Dedication. They didn't do Purim, or they didn't do Passover. They didn't do all that. You understand? They was ungodly. They ate shrimp, crab, and lobster. It was homosexuals. You understand? They ate bloody meats. They did everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We know this because they did wicked things inside the sanctuary. You understand?
Right.
They made the sanctuary or the place where they had the Sabbath. They made that. They profaned it. You understand? It was unclean. It was not worthy to be even go in and do anything. It was dirty. You understand? Keep going on.
And to be avenged of the children of Israel.
And to be avenged of the children of Israel, to go against them. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to be the ones who take them out.
Right.
Keep going up.
Verse 16. And when he came near to the going of Beth-Peor, Judas went forth to meet him with a small company.
And Judas went out there to meet him with a small company. Keep going.
Verse 17. Who, when they saw the host coming to meet them, said unto Judas, how shall we be able, being so few, to fight against so great a multitude and so strong?
So he asking the question, man, how are we going to be able to go against, them that's been a great multitude and we just few in numbers? You understand? He asking this question, man. So how are we going to battle against this man? We got small numbers against them. Keep going.
Seeing we are ready to faint with fasting all this day.
Now they were fasting all day, man. Fasting, you know what I'm saying? Doing what the Lord, they were just fasting and praying. You know what I'm saying? Serving the Lord, basically. Keep going out.
Verse 18. Unto whom Judas answered, it is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few. And with the God of heaven,
man,
it is all one.
Man, listen, man. If anybody get anything out of this one right here, is understand. If you have the protection of the Lord, it don't matter how many men that you have, the Lord is going to make sure that you prevail. You understand?
Right.
Like, he understood that he had the Lord's protection because they was keeping God's law.
That's right.
They was keeping God's law in Israel, man. Okay? And he knew that the Lord had his back.
Right.
It didn't matter. He had 50 against 1,000. He knew that they could be able to overcome them because they had the protection of the Lord. You understand? Them angels was down there protecting them, man.
Right.
Because they wasn't doing anything wicked. Because they got the wickedness out of Israel. The men that was ungodly, they got them out of there.
That's right.
He overthrew them. So anybody who was doing wickedness, man, was done for. So there's no wickedness amongst in Israel. So Israel was coming back to serve the Lord.
Right.
And we all know that if you serve the Lord and do what he said do,
right,
the Lord will be an enemy to your enemy.
Right.
He was going to be an adversary to your adversary.
Right.
He was going to be your protection.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what our people got to come back to. Our people got to realize that we keep these laws, statutes, commandments, man, that that's going to be our true protection. That the Lord is going to watch over us. The Lord is going to protect us, man. That's what we got to realize. Keep going on.
Got him gone, sir. To deliver with a great multitude or a small company. Verse 19. For the victory of battle standeth not in the multitude of an host, but strength cometh from heaven.
Yeah, strength comes from the Most High, man.
That's right.
Most High is going to give us strength. You understand? They're like Isupk, man. You understand? You say we small in number, huh? But we know we got the Lord protection, man. We know that we keep God's laws up in here. And then Most High is going to watch out for us, man. He's going to protect us. He's going to guide us through, man. You understand? I like, man, might be small, but it's bright. You ever seen you ever seen a blowtorch? You see that blue light? You understand? It's so bright. You understand? You can see somebody welding or something like that, or a welding torch.
Right.
You understand? You can see somebody welding damn near a mile away. You understand? You can just see that blue light, this constantly flickering like this right here.
Right.
You understand? But you know somebody's over there welding.
Right.
You understand? That's the same way Isupk, man. We that beacon, man. We gonna show that light. You understand?
Right.
You understand? We gonna show that light. We're gonna basically, like, shine, make sure it shines so everybody can see us, man. Okay.
Right.
Understand? And the company of men is talking about a small army.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
The army is a small army, right?
Right.
But the numbers, you know what I'm saying, it was very minute compared to what he was going against.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was a small army, okay? Keep going up.
Verse 20. They come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us.
They come against us in much pride and iniquity to what?
To destroy us.
To destroy us, man. These men had pride to destroy us, man. They didn't want us to have, be free, man. They want us to be under dictatorship. They want us to be under, underneath their controlling, underneath their saying. Just like America nowadays. America want us to follow off their motto and do exactly what they tell us to do. Right. You understand? Celebrate Christmas and celebrate Thanksgiving, right. Celebrate New Year's. When you go to your job, in the truth, you go to the job and be like, yo, I'm trying to celebrate the Passover. And they look at you like you crazy. You know what I'm saying? You got to provide all documentations and letters and things like this to show that, hey, I got to celebrate. I celebrate the Passover. Or I celebrate the Feast of Dedication. I need these days off. You understand? Like, you got to go the extra mile to prove that, right. You know what I'm saying, that you do this.
That's right.
Because they're not expecting you to do that. They're expecting you to be along with their program. Now, if the so-called white man does say that he's a Jew and he celebrates this, oh, yeah, you go ahead on. You do this. Arab go over there and say, man, I do Ramadan. Oh, yeah, go ahead. You got the days off. And when a black man or Hispanic man, Native American Indian man say, man, yeah, I go on to the, Passover. And I'm going on to this. You sure? You a Jew? What you trying to say? You a Jew? Right. Yes, I am. Okay. You gotta go to the extra mile, man. He wants you to stay underneath this right. Dictatorship. He wants you to stay underneath this way of life. But Judas and Matthias, man, them brothers, man, they did not want us to stay underneath that. They didn't want us to stay underneath that torture, man. They want us to continue to be under, under the authority of the Grecians, under the authority of Antiochus. They want us to be underneath that authority. And black people are tired, man. We will ask that question, like, when we gonna get underneath our oppressor, man? When we gonna get underneath our oppressor, man, and stop living his ways, stop living his lifestyle, stop living his lustful life, man. America, man, had a lot of lustful things, man, to get our people caught up in, from smoking weed to, men, whore, abomination, eating abominable things, man. Like, this is all things that the white man say it's okay to do. That's what they make laws for. That's why the Senate now down in Georgia was such a big play, because the simple fact that if the House Democrats would have won, you know what I'm saying, the House, then they was able to pass more sinful laws. Joe Biden, we all know Joe Biden is going, the LGBTQ, whatever you want to call it, community is going to be flourishing different laws to protect them. You understand? Right. And not only that, for the legalization of certain acts and certain things that they're able to do. You just seen it, like General Hyman brought up last couple of weeks back, man, about how the LGBTQ community had just made a all transgender apartment complex. Okay, like they said, man, you can't discriminate who you rent to. You understand? But they did. It's all transgenders can stay in this apartment complex in New York.
Right.
You understand? So they making laws and rules for them right now. Just imagine when President Biden get in. Okay.
Right.
You think that he's going to help blacks and whatever. He's going to destroy blacks.
Right.
You understand? He's going to put in laws and destroy black men, destroy black families, and we think that he's going to do an awesome job. You understand? He's not. Keep going off.
Don't come, sir.
Yeah, verse 20.
Come, sir.
And our wives and children, and to spoil us. Verse 21. But we fight for our lives and our laws.
We fight for what?
Our laws.
We fight for our lives and our what?
And our laws.
And our laws, man. We fight for our lives and our laws, man. We don't fight for Christmas or Thanksgiving. We don't fight for Valentine's Day. We don't fight for birthdays. You understand? We don't fight for Bentleys. We don't fight for anything that's not of the law, man. We fight for our laws, man. We fight for, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, man. We fight for that. You understand? That's what we fight for. We don't fight for the white man's culture.
Right.
That's why we got so many murders now inside Norfolk, Virginia. Cause we fighting for the block to sell the dime packs on, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We fight for brothers' shoes, the J's, latest J's. We fight for that. We don't fight for the Lord.
Right.
We don't fight for God's laws, man. You know what I'm saying? But here, man, we see that in Judas, man. He said, man, we fight for our lives and for the law. Now, you fight for the law, man. You fighting for the Lord.
That's right.
You understand? Keep going up.
Verse 22. Wherefore the Lord himself will overthrow them before our face.
Wherefore the Lord will what?
Wherefore the Lord himself will overthrow them before our face.
Man, Judas trusting in the Lord.
That's right.
He trusted in his whole way of life from the Lord. He trusted in the Lord so much, man. He understood that the Lord was protecting them.
That's right.
Our people don't understand this, man. Our people, man, choose to go vote and choose to march to Capitol Hill and choose to, deal with America and choose to think that we're equal to our oppressor and choose to do this instead of choosing the Lord and choosing God's laws. Fight for Him.
Right.
Fight for His protection. Fight for His love, man. Fight for Him, man.
Right.
And how we do that, man, by us letting go of all this nonsense, man.
That's right.
Not worrying about no Bentley, man. Not worrying about, no WAP and body yada yada and,
right.
Black men out there don't have to sell no drugs, brothers, man. You understand? Making it cool that is able to sleep with whores. Like, brothers don't have to do all that stuff, man. You understand? We need to fight for the Lord. Right. Like, the Lord is reaching out, man, but only if we, fight for the Lord and reach back. The Lord is able to pick us back up and put us where we need to be at, in our rightful spot. But it's up to us to fight and not give up.
Right.
And as time went on, man, our people had got weak. You know what I'm saying? The leadership had got weak.
Right.
But the Lord has set up Commander General Yohana, who's a strong black man, a strong leader. And he's able to wake up his brothers and sisters, man, and make replicas, man. You understand? And make more brothers and sisters the same as him. And we all getting stronger as we go along, man. Brothers and sisters in the world don't see this. They want to criticize him and say that he don't know what he's talking about. He's crazy and things like this, man. But not realizing that this is the man that the Lord chose to lead black and Spanish Native American Indians. Not realizing that this man right here has fought for his people, man. Not realizing that this man right here, man, loved his people so much, man, he'll die for them. And Judas the same way. Mattathias was the same way. You understand? Abraham, everybody, man, the prophets of the Lord was the same way. To go out there and teach their people whenever we got in trouble, man, to get back to the Lord and fight for him. To earn his love again, earn his trust again, and earn his protection again. That's what we got to do, man. Not go march, man. Not go down there and march and beg your oppressor, man. You shouldn't live a beggar's life. That's a law anyway. Thou should not live a beggar's life.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
You shouldn't be living this beggar's life, man. Constantly going on and on and on and on again. You know what I'm saying? Asking them for everything. We should be able to stand on our own 2 feet. We should be able to stand on our own 2 feet and be able to fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And join together to build our nation back.
That's right.
And build it strong. Not relying on our oppressor for everything, man.
Right.
Not for nothing, man. We got seamstress in here. We got everything in this UPK, man.
That's right.
There's no reason why we can't be able to have our own city and build our own city back.
That's right.
Something better than Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Right.
You understand? There's no reason, man. We got all the necessary tools to do so. You understand?
Right.
We got the laws. You understand? We got computer science. We got computer techs, mechanics, HVAC, electrician, carpenters. We got all these home decorating sisters in here. You know what I'm saying? They give it that touch. We got everything we need, man.
Right.
We got the youth, man. We got teachers in here. We got nurses in here. You know what I'm saying? Soon to be, got a couple of doctors. We got everything we need, man. We can really push this thing forward, man. That's what Judas wanted. Judas wanted his city back. He wanted the way of life back. He wanted his people to be able to live that life like the way he grew up in before the people was in captivity, was captured, things was ruined. You know what I'm saying? People was getting killed and people was getting hung for serving their God, serving the Most High. You understand? He didn't want to get back to that lifestyle, but he understood that he had to fight for the Lord. He had to fight to see the outcome of what he was looking for, man. He didn't have to bow down and be no coward or be weak. He wanted to see that again, man. You understand? Right. Keep going out.
Come. Overthrow them before our face. And as for you, be ye not afraid of them.
Don't be afraid of your enemies, man.
That's right.
Don't be afraid, man. Brought out the scripture last week, man? In Matthew 10:28.
Right, come.
No, it's like 28 and 10. It's like.
Right.
Tell you what, man. Be fearful of the one who can. Don't be fearful of the one who can what? Destroy your flesh, man. But be fearful of the one who's able to destroy your soul and flesh.
Right.
You understand? That's what you gotta be fearful of. So keep going now.
Verse 23. Now as soon as he left off speaking, he leapt suddenly upon them. And so Saran and his host was overthrown before him.
He ain't wait.
Right.
He didn't wait till he settled in, get that strategy going. He didn't wait.
Right.
He went ahead and pounced on him, man. He took him down quickly.
Right.
You understand? You'll learn that inside of Hebrew Academy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't wait.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? When we go in the battle, man, you gotta fall on somewhere, man. We don't have to wait, man. You know what I'm saying? Move quickly. You understand? In and out, man. Go.
Right.
Just like the Kentucky 8, man. There was a small company. There was a small little army. They had a battle against people who came against them. It was great in multitude.
Right.
Them brothers, man, they moved quickly.
Right.
They fought, man. You understand? Small numbers. And that shows you that the Lord can be with you.
Right.
You understand? In small numbers, man. No matter what size you is, man. The Lord with you, man. And you serve the Lord, man. The Lord will be with you, man, in this whole matter, man. No matter how big the army is that come against you. You understand? So don't even stress that. That's a small issue, man. Keep going up.
Verse 24. And they pursued them from the going down of Beth-horon unto the plain, where were slain about 800 men of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the residue fled into the land of the Philistines.
Yeah, man, he fled, man. Man, Judas went in the battle, man, took them out. He took them out, man, because the Lord was with him. A small company, a small little army, man, went in there and destroyed many. Understand?
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 25. Then began the fear of Judas and his brethren, and an exceeding great dread to fall upon the nations round about them. Verse 26. Insomuch as his fame came unto the king, and all nations talked of the battles of Judas.
Right, man. So, as he took them on, that small army and that small company, when he took them, man, and destroyed many, like everyone around about them nations was fearing him. You understand? The same way that, Alexander the Greek did. When he came in and he started destroying other nations became fear of him.
That's right.
Well, Judas did the same.
Right.
Other nations around about became fear of him. You know why? Because he had to. You know why they came fear of him? Because everything that stood in his way, the Lord allowed him to destroy. You understand? The Lord allowed him to destroy because they was after the people that was coming after him was there to what? Destroy him and his family.
Right.
And they know at any time that King Antiochus, if he came and gave a command to the other nations of people to go and try to destroy Judas or Israel, he knew that they were going to get put to death as well.
Right.
Because all the battles he'd been in, you understand? And at the end of the result, he always stood out and won. You understand? Because of the protection of the Lord.
Right.
Keep going on.
Verse 27. Now when King Antiochus heard these things, he was full of indignation.
Oh yeah, he was upset.
Right.
He was mad.
Right.
He was angry, man. You understand? He was furious, man.
Right.
He was livid. Probably kicking the grapes off the table, and he was upset hearing all this noise. Like, how can y'all not beat this man? Like, he was furious. Can you imagine all the manpower he done sent towards Judas and towards Israel and lost?
Right.
You talking about hundreds of thousands of men, probably more, who went there and died, man. And no one was able to prevail over Israel because we kept God's laws.
Right.
Because we were able to keep God's law and do what the Lord told us to do. You understand? Keep going out.
Wherefore he sent and gathered together all the forces of his realm.
Like, he went. Anybody seen that movie 300?
Right.
Anybody seen that movie 300? Yo, that 300 movie is basically what's talking.
This is the concept. This is the time.
This is the one. You understand? But these men stood.
Right.
You understand? These men stood against a large army, fighting. You understand? He fighting and going against large armies. You understand? But these people came against them, and all nations came against them. And the king wanted all the other nations from different aspects of warfare and things like this to come against them and put them to death. You understand? Right. To get rid of them. Okay, he was tired of dealing with them. Keep going up.
Okay. Even a very strong army. Verse 28. He opened also his treasure and gave his soldiers pay for a year, commanding them to be ready whensoever he should need them.
Man, he dug in his pockets.
Right.
Man, he dug in his pockets, man. And said, man, whatever you need, man, don't worry about it, man. I got you. Gave him a year's worth of pay. They told him to be ready. So he thought that money, giving them money, was going to amp him up, man. Be ready to, get him right. To come against, to come against Judas and all of Israel. He thought they were going to be like, a way to, prep them guys up. Like yeah, man, here you go. Get all this money right here, right now. I need for y'all to go ahead and do y'all thing, man. Y'all can take them out. Let's go. Get them hyped. But we're going to find out a little bit what happened. Keep going up.
Come. Commanding, it's like verse 29. Nevertheless, when he saw that the money of his treasures failed, and that the tributes in the country were small, because of the dissension and plague which he had brought upon the land and taken away the laws.
You know what?
Upon the land and taking away the laws, which had been of old time.
Man, he come to find out, man, that, people was dying. People were getting sick. COVID-19.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Black plagues. You know what I'm saying? All these things was going on. Different types of plagues was going on, man. He saw all this, man, was going on. And these people right here, man, was dying, man. His armies couldn't be as great as he wanted to, man. Because the laws of old time. What were them laws of old time, man? Them laws are talking about them laws, the statutes and commandments that was given to the people of that land was of who? Israel. Thou shalt not what? Commit adultery. Thou shalt not sleep with a man. You understand? I'm sorry. Lay down with a man. It's like paraphrasing, man. It's like, but you shouldn't be laying down with a man. A man should be laying down with a man. Or a woman should be laying down with a woman. You understand? I don't want to mess that law up. But listen,
right.
The Lord was dealing with the people in that land. You know why he was dealing with the people in that land? Because Judas and Israel was keeping God's statute, God's laws again. You understand? He was keeping God's laws again. And the Lord was going to be what? An enemy to his enemy. Okay? He was going to be an adversary to your adversary. Right. He was going to be that because he kept God's laws. Keep going up.
Come. Verse 30. He feared that he should not be able to bear the charges any longer, nor to have such gifts to give so liberally as he did before. For he had abounded above the kings that were before him.
Keep going.
Verse 31. Wherefore, being greatly perplexed in his mind, he determined to go into Persia, there to take the tributes of the countries, and to gather much money. Verse 32. So he left Lysias, a nobleman, and one of the blood royal, to oversee the affairs of the king from the river Euphrates unto the borders of Egypt. Verse 33. And to bring up his son Antiochus until he came again.
Right.
Verse 34. Moreover, he delivered unto him the half of his forces and the elephants, and gave him charge of all things that he would have done, as also concerning them that dwelt in Judah and Jerusalem.
Right. So basically, man, when he couldn't build his army up in the land that he was already at, he had to go somewhere else. He had to go somewhere else and get other men from other places. You understand? To come to war against Israel. You understand? And he gave him half his army and everything else. gotta give him half his army and everything else, man, to leave behind to a man that he thought was worthy to take charge.
Right.
All right. Keep going now.
Verse 35. To wit, that he should send an army against them to destroy and root out the strength of Israel and the remnant of Jerusalem, and to take away their memorial from that place.
Like, he was hoping that, he was able to, go against them and take out the heart of Israel. And we all knew who the heart of Israel was this time, with Judas, right? So he thought that he was able to do that and to take out everybody else that was with Judas.
Right.
All right. And memorial of the place was talking about what? Them remembering of them ever existing, man. Like, he didn't want them to be out here, like, be remembered ever. You got a memorial, meaning what? You remember, right?
Right.
So he wanted to make sure that they was not being remembered. He wanted to be wiped out. Keep going out.
Come on, sir. Verse 36. And that he should place strangers in all their quarters and divide their land by lot.
So he gave him and told him, when you finish doing what you're doing, make sure you divide that land by lot. You know what a lot is, right?
Come on, sir.
What's
like
a lot?
by like a gamble, like just whoever like just by picking like for an example, pull like a thing out of a hat. Oh, Persia, okay, you get Judea, or Rome, okay, you get such and such, or things like that.
Yeah, casting lots. Nobody even do probably rolling dice or something. You got 6, you got 7. And just told them, man, this is what you need to do. Cast lots on their land, divide the land up, man. Make sure you put strangers there. And those strangers was talking about non-Israelites. Put other nations of people in that land. Okay? Keep going now.
Come. Verse 37. So the king took the half of the forces that remained and departed from Antioch, his royal city, the 147th year. And having passed the river Euphrates, he went through the high countries.
Keep going.
Verse 38. Then Lysias chose Ptolemy, the son of Diomedes, Nicanor, and Georgius, mighty men of the king's friends. Verse 39. And with them he sent 40,040 men, 40,000 footmen, and 7,000 horsemen to go into the land of Judah and destroy it as the king commanded.
So he wanted to destroy this land, man. That's a lot of men. You understand? That was a lot of men. There wasn't no small company, man. That was a large company, man.
Right.
And he wanted to send large forces to go ahead on this. This was the last effort, man. This was an all out, man. Like, man, we gotta send tons of men in here to get rid of these people, man.
Right.
He was sending tons of people, tons of army men, horsemen. He sent tons of them, man, to try to destroy everyone in the land of Judah.
Right.
You understand? Keep going up.
Come. Verse 40. So they went forth with all their power and came and pitched by Emmaus in the plain country. Verse 41. And the merchants of the country, hearing the fame of them, took silver and gold very much with servants, and came into the camp to buy the children of Israel for slaves.
What now?
And came into the camp to buy the children of Israel for slaves. A power also.
Man, hold on, man. Listen, man. This right here is crazy. Like, they heard of this great army coming in to destroy Israel again, right? It was other nations of people, man. Other races of people was coming there to welcome them there. And they were bringing silver and gold to already plotting to buy the children of Israel as for slaves. You understand? Like, this right here, man, is heavy, man. Like, all nations had their hand against us, man.
Right.
All nations did not love us, man. That's why it's important for us right now, man, to keep God's law, man.
Right.
And for us to come back to God for His protection. Because it's going to come again with all, just like it's doing right now, but it's going to come again with all nations, man,
Right.
that want to plot to bring us back into slavery again. You understand? They will want to bring us back into slavery and whatever.
Right.
They're going to be plotting again. It's time for us to wake up. Because it haven't even got rough yet, man.
That's right.
This is only a small little tip of the iceberg.
That's
It
right.
can get a lot worse than this. It's going to. It ain't got it yet, but it's going to get a lot worse than what we're seeing right now. You understand? Ain't no telling what he's trying to do. But it's already there right now, trying to find out how they can, you know, divide us up.
Right.
And send us here and send us there to work as the slaves.
Right.
You understand? Keep going up.
Kind of a A power also of Syria and of the land of the Philistines joined themselves unto them.
So it's telling you the nations, man, right here.
Right.
Assyria and who?
And the land of the Philistines
And the land of the Philistines. Go ahead.
joined themselves unto them. Verse 42. Now when Judas and his brethren saw that miseries were multiplied, and that the forces did encamp themselves in their borders, for they knew how the king had given commandment to destroy the people and utterly abolish them.
Now he knew. Like, they saw. I mean that. Go ahead. What's the time?
Yeah, come on.
Alright, no sweat. Oh, slimy. Yeah, but they knew, man. And they saw that this company was, you know, was great against them. And that misery was great. Alright. Alright, but we went on a little bit of time, man, with that, man. We're at ISUPK, Virginia. We'll finish this up, man, next week, probably. Okay? But we're at ISUPK, Virginia, man. Alright? Out of Norfolk, Virginia, man. If you're online right now, make sure that you sign in. Put your name, your address, where you from. Alright? Do that right there, man. Alright, for class attendance. With that, I'm going to say shalom. You good?
Oh,
Say shalom.